Have any of you ever looked at the names of some of the countless FNaF theories that have graced the internet? If you're part of the theorist community, you may have come across one or two of them. For example, you may have seen the name goldenduo, which is the theory that Golden Freddy is possessed by 2 kids instead of 1. Or you may have seen Charlie 83, which is simply the theory that Charlie took her permanent nap in 1983 instead of any other year. There's quite a few of these so-called theory names, so many in fact that there's a massive wiki page dedicated to them. A lot of the names are pretty straightforward and easy to understand. Trust me, however, there are the weird ones, and I wanted to dedicate this video to looking at a few of them. Take, for example, cassidyburger, which claims Cassidy was turned into a burger by William Afton. I'm serious. That's it. That's the theory. So she's supposed to be a vengeful spirit because Afton cooked her well done instead of medium rare or something? Well, how do you even come up with this? I was pretty much 100% sure this was a troll, but apparently whoever came up with this actually used Fazbear Fright stories as evidence, namely Gumdrop Angel and Pizza Kit, because they play around with the idea that Fazbear is selling food made with their customers' remains. Actually, I haven't read these stories, please forgive me, but I'm not sure there's enough evidence to make this claim. Also, apparently this theory is a spin-off of another called Andrewpizza, which suggests that Andrew was the one that turned into a pizza. Great! Andrew is shown to be more angry than any other spirit. Being cooked into a pizza is a justifiable reason to be mad. Flawless logic. Mike Beth is another banger. Get this, the theory is that Michael Afton is Elizabeth Afton. That's the theory. What, you need clarification? Are you stupid? I'm not even gonna recite the evidence listed because it's so peak, I think I'll have organ failure if I read it out loud. omcdeity. Basically that Old Man Consequences is a god or a godlike figure. The listed evidence is just that he advised Red Bear to rest. Apparently my mom elevated to a higher form of being when she told Child Me to go to bed. Stop playing Spider-Man 2 for GameCube. Runaway neither. That the runaway Midnight Motorist isn't Crying Child or Michael, but a third son. How does that work? I feel like this makes the lore more complicated instead of solving anything. It's not even the theory that it's someone else, it's that it has to be a third son. Cassidydoesntcare. Another Cassidy one. This one requires assuming Cassidy is the one possessing Golden Freddy, and the theory is that she doesn't care about anything. That's it. Like, she has no interest helping the animatronics on the night guard, nor does she care about Afton committing his crimes, opting to lounge around instead. Am I the only one that finds this just depressing? Poor Cassidy is just done with everything. Maybe because she was cooked into a burger. Puppet mother? The theory that Puppet is the mother of one of the MCI kids. This was an actual theory inspired by the fan song by the Living Tombstone. If you've heard the song, you can probably guess where the idea came from. It was obviously debunked when the puppet's actual backstory was given. Heck, FNaF 2 already teased that the puppet was possessed by a child and not a parent. And you know what they say, theorists be theorizing. There are so many of these just focused on the canonicity of the Tales of the Pizzaplex books. Tales fiction implies the books are fictional in universe. Tales games is that the books are all canon. Tales games plus is that everything except the Mimic is canon. I guess because Secret of the Mimic retconned the hell out of it. Tales parallels is that the books are separate, but similar events happened in the game continuity. Tales reboot is that the games are reimagining the book stories into the canon. Parallels and reboot kind of go hand in hand, I feel. These aren't silly like the previous ones, but they show how complicated these names get. There's also a ton based on whether William gave a damn about his kids. Willcare is he cared about them. Willdespise is he hated them. Willindifferent is he felt nothing towards them. I feel like all three can be true at once, no? Listen, humans are complex, okay? Alright, let's find one last one. I want something just so insanely random, I'm still thinking about it in the shower next month. Come on, there's gotta be... Look, you're valid whoever you are, but that was random.